Hello everyone, Poor Cynic here with Tyrant Reviews, and this is Pocket Trains by Nimblebit. This is a train management simulator title similar to Nimblebit's previous entry, Pocket Planes. It's pretty much a carbon copy of Pocket Planes, albeit tailored to trains. You purchase your trains, you purchase your routes, you purchase hubs which to send your trains in and out of, and you pick your cargo, and you send them off, and you collect the money once you're done. It's actually not that fun. It's not that great. It's lost a lot of what I liked about Pocket Planes. A lot of things have been sort of corralled back. They've been restrained. You don't have as much creative freedom as you did during Pocket Planes, and admittedly, you didn't really have a lot in that game. But in this, you can't even change the color of the trains or the look of the conductor. You can't really do anything much in that regard. There's also an increased emphasis on in-app purchases, which I find to be a bit of a pain in the butt. And I'm going to get into that more as I explain what's going on here. You can see along the top here, first at the left corner, we have the level. It shows the experience you have, the experience you need to get to the next level. It's all very basic there. You can see at the top, this is what indicates your train. You have the name of the line, which is one of the few things you can customize in this game. And underneath that bar, E to F, that is, as you might have guessed, fuel. You can see if I hit the arrow, I can switch between my various trains. PC Berlin, PC Paris, and PC Rome. And then in the right-hand corner, we have a more close look at the various trains. It shows where they are, it shows their fuel, it shows what they're doing, and it shows, in the case of PC Berlin, if they have a technical issue that needs to be sorted out. And then at the bottom, these buttons here, first we have jobs. These are the various train cars you can pick up and deliver. If they are colored to the color of your route, that means you can actually take them somewhere. Otherwise, you have to drop them off in a stockyard and wait for another line to pick them up. And you have a little snippet of the map here so you can see where your lines goes. This is PC Rome. It goes from Rome to London at the moment. And I can expand that. I can branch out. We can look at information for the station. We can upgrade the stockyard capacity by spending bucks, which is the super currency for this game. Super currency carried over from their from Nimblebit's other titles, be it those being Pocket Planes and Tiny Tower. Pocket Planes being the only one of those I actually liked. Really, I haven't liked a lot of Nimblebit games. The other one, what was that Snake Adventure one. I really did not like that. Nimble Quest, I believe it was called. That was terrible. Just couldn't stand that. There's information on the train. You can change the line color and the name of the train. That's really all you can do in regards to creativity. In Pocket Planes, I remember it wasn't that broad, but it was much broader than this. You could change the look of the plane in regards to color. You could have your own sort of livery for the plane. That's very nice. I liked that. This, you can add an engine, you can add a fuel car, you can swap the engine, you can shut down a line, and that's it. You can look at the larger map, and this is where you can go to buy new hubs or buy new lines. For instance, let's grab us a new line here. Let's go and open up the Budapest to Istanbul line. Great work, your railroad network has been expanded to include the city of Istanbul. I have almost no money, but, you know, those are the price you gotta pay. You can see I have an unclaimed line here going from Berlin to Moscow. I'm going to put a new train on that track, which I'll show in just a second. You also see I'm now completely out of coins. Coins have become tremendously hard to get, which I believe is just linked into the we're trying to get you to pay real money for stuff aspect of the game. Because it's become rather difficult to earn real coins through how you'd expect actually shipping freight. It's far more easier, from what I've seen, to get bucks in some cases, the super currency. And it's just, it really puts a foul taste in my mouth. And then we can go into the menu. There's lots of things here. Some things have been removed, like the rather pointless Nimble Facebook parody thing they had. I'm not missing that, but there are some things I'm missing. You can go into options, it's just music, sound effects, and iCloud. You can also delete the game and start one from scratch. I really don't like that when you close out, it actually kicks you out of the menu back down to the train. I'll try to cut around that as much as I can. You can set up a new train line if you're in a new hub. I'll get to that in just a moment. Probably set one in Moscow. Licenses. This is another problem I have. it seems to me you are forced to start out in Europe. Unlike in Pocket Planes where you could choose wherever you wanted to start. If you watch the video, I believe I started there in Oceania. But it costs 50,000 coins per license. And that is an extreme amount of coins. I mean, I've never broken 10,000 with 3 lines running. And maybe I just need more, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of space to go anywhere in Europe. And it's a concern to me, because it just stinks of, we want your money, which was definitely an attitude I got regarding the Nimble Quest game, which just stunk to me of an in-app purchase pusher. You can look at the stats, just how much your trains have been traveling, and all that sort of good stuff. Events. This is a special thing you can do to get special crane crates and bucks. Requires doing 50 jobs from a specific hub. Like, in this case, it's shipping coal out of Amsterdam. And I have never beaten this. It is nigh impossible from what I've seen. You have to really grind, basically, to get this. Maybe it becomes easier later on in the game, I don't know, but it is just a pain in the ass from what I've seen now. You get crates. This is how you get new train parts. This is Pocket Train's replacement for the plane part market that was present in Pocket Planes. And to my mind, it is a far inferior thing. It's all randomized, which is another thing I really don't like. And basically, you can spend 10 bucks to uncrate one of these. There are special crates, which are usually better trains, and then there's just the generic crates. We'll uncrate one of these right now. Found a National Express part. It's very nice. Let's uncrate one more just to the heck of it. Bring this one down to 5, bring that down to 56. Nice number. Emerald Steamer part. Not so crazy about that, because Emerald Steamer isn't that good. National Express part needs 6 parts, but it's faster. It doesn't hold any more cars, but I can get another engine on there, which I guess gets me there faster. And I have a carbon steamer engine waiting for me to deploy at the moment. Here's the shop. You get all your various, in-app purchases. Bucks, crates, special crates. And you can't buy coins, but you can use bucks to get coins. So it's just sort of a more roundabout method. You go into the bank here, you get 215 coins per bucks, depending on the day. I suppose that's one way to get around it, but it's not really something I like. Just make the jobs more profitable, really, so we don't have to go through this BS method of you trying to prop up the special currency. You trying to make us use it. Various awards you can get here, which, it's achievements and that sort of thing. And then you can go look at other games, other titles by Nimblebit. Although, concerning the quality of most of them, don't really see why you'd want to. Anyway, let's get some of these trains a-rolling here. Since we can't really do much here, we can go to Milan and Rome. It looks like, I'll be able to pick up all the various train cars and then set the route. And that will put me on my way. And just like in Pocket Planes, occasionally coins will fly past the cars and you can pick them up. I will say, though, I do like this effect while traveling. I think it looks very nice. The smoke looks very nice. And it's an interesting departure from what I would have expected, which is just sort of the pixel aesthetic they've always sort of run. So that's a nice change. We'll jump to PC Paris. And yes, I named it after myself. Why? You think I have a problem with my ego? Possibly. Let's grab sleeper cars and oranges. They'll love that in Amsterdam. They'll love oranges. And we give people on the way to Paris a nice nap. Alright, let's switch over to PC Berlin now. You can see that there's a little yellow warning sign there. That indicates that something has gone wrong with the train. I will need to either spend money or spend available parts to fix that problem before the train can head out on the track again. I think, I have one part so I can repair it, otherwise I'd have to pay coins. And let us go to Berlin and Budapest. I'm thinking let's look at these prices. It's terrible. There's no profit here to be garnered. Really disappointing. So it looks like my best bet would be not at all good. So let's just grab all that and we'll head to Budapest. And that is on its way. And now let's set up our new line in Moscow. Go into new railroad, select an engine. Oh right, I have no money. So, yeah, that was silly. You need coins to do basically anything in this game. I'm going to go into a bit more right now. Okay, in order to buy a line, you need coins. You need to spend coins. In order to lay down a new train, you also need coins. In order to run that train over the line you just purchased, you need to spend more coins. It's like some sort of weird pyramid scheme that I don't really understand and don't really care for either. You can see here, it seems to be a pretty expansive world. You open up and discover new cities as you open up the lines. That's why it seems like there's nothing in Spain. There actually is. You can also see I have line going into Baghdad, or potential line going into Baghdad and potential line going into Perm. I can't actually unlock those, even though it looks like I can, because I need to purchase the $50,000 continent pass. In this case, for both, it would be the Asia Pass. It's not a pleasant system. I really don't like this. Go over a couple things, I guess, while we're waiting. I'll probably skip ahead. It would help if I selected a train. There we go. A couple other things to discuss. First off, I have noticed that there is a occasional glitch with the sound, in that it won't trigger at all. Like if you open up the program, normally you'd expect to hear stuff, hear music. Sudden dramatic background change. Anyway, you expect to hear music, but occasionally you'll get nothing but silence, and you'll only get music or sound when you close the program again, and it'll just blare for about a second before it finally closes down. I'm not sure why that is. You think it would have been the thing they kind of tested for, but I guess what goes for big games goes for little games as well, and you can just release them in any state you desire. Another big issue is alerts. This game likes to pester you when you're not playing it, and there's no way I've found to actually disable the alerts. So you have to be sort of willing to put up with occasionally being bothered or woken up or interrupted by, train noises coming from your tablet informing you that your train has arrived, or all your trains have now arrived at their destination and are waiting for you to spend more of your money. And that is, it just seems silly to me that they would not include the option to disable alerts, because almost every other game I've seen does. Actually, I don't think any Nimblebit game I've seen allows you to disable alerts. It's been a while since I played Pocket Planes, so I can't really say on that. It's obnoxious and it's unpleasant. Something I might as well mention now. You can actually use Boost, which spends bucks to get your train to the final location. So let's actually see if we can do that now. That's $5. That's fine. That'll get us to the location. You can see my fuel is maybe 2/3 full at the moment. Now let's see what I can ship. I can ship some stuff to Berlin. Alright, that looks like a good thing to do. Gold ore is looking very, very palatable. And let's grab a luxury car and... Oh wait, that will not... That has to go to Munich. What the heck. And we're off. And that's pretty much the entire game. I know it seems like I'm being maybe hard on this, especially when I was so kind to Pocket Planes. But Pocket Planes for me was actually fun. This has just been dull, and it's been greedy. And it's been, just periods of waiting followed by not much at all. It's not been worth my time and my investment. And it's not been worth my willingness to put up with it. It's dull and it's unpleasant. Not even unpleasant, but because that implies that it has some sort of almost malice against the player. It's just unremarkable. It's bland. It's aggressively bland, actually. It's just so... it's frustrating me beyond words, I have to say. It's not a game that's worth your time, even if you like train simulators. If you like the other stuff that Nimblebit has done, then you probably hate all my reviews, because I hate on Nimblebit a lot in the the times I've covered them apart from Pocket Planes, so you're not going to listen to me regardless. But if you're just looking for a new simulator game, there are far better simulators in the App Store, I would hope, than this. So give this one a pass. Don't bother with it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your effort. And it's just not fun. I've been Poor Cynic with Tyrant Reviews. Ta-ta and farewell. For more reviews, both written and recorded, go to www.tablettyrant.com. That's www.tablettyrant.com.